everybody, welcome to a live DIY here at Julie Measures. My name is Julie and I'm the blogger and creator behind Julie Measures. And today I wanted to share with you a really quick and easy DIY crochet headband. So I'm going to show you how with just a couple stitches, a chain stitch, a single crochet, and a slip stitch, you can make a really cute headband to help keep, your hair out of the way this summer while it's hot outside. I don't know about you, I have a lot of hair and it can get hot really fast, and so I love to have my hair pulled up, and this headband is just a really cute way to kind of dress that up and to keep everything pulled back out of your face. So I've got some worsted weight, medium weight yarn. You don't need a lot, just a little ball of it. And then I've got a crochet hook. This is at a size H or an 8 or a 5 millimeter, depending on where you're getting that. So that's really what I'm using today. And then once you've made your headband, and you can do it a couple different ways, there's some variations. I'm going to show you a really cute and easy way to embellish your headband with a crochet flower. And you can grab that free pattern. It's in the video description, and then I'll leave it in the links below. So we're going to start by chain stitch. So this is obviously customizable to the size of your own head. So you need to start with a slip knot, and then you're going to chain, and you want to chain so that it's long enough to go around your head and tie. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I count out loud while I crochet. For me, this kind of medium yarn and this size hook, I need to chain around 80, but I kind of have a big head. So kind of wrap it around your head as you're going. See, how it's fitting, if you think you can tie it, all that good stuff. 11, 12. Why do I like to do it in multiples of 4? Because I told you, so this is going to be like a stranded headband. So I like for about 25% of the length to be, this is all going to be together. You'll see what I'm talking about in a minute. Where you tie it, the middle part will be unattached. It'll be the 2 or 3 strands, and then this part will be attached also, where you also tie it. So I have like a 25%, 50%, 25%. That's why I like to do it in multiples of 4. So we have 80, which means that the first 20 stitches, I am going to single crochet in those stitches. So just making a single crochet means I'm inserting my hook, grabbing the yarn, yarning over and pulling through. And then it's 3. So I've single crocheted 20. Now I want to chain 40. And this is the middle stranded section that I talked about. I'll lay this out. So that's what I was talking about. The end here that's connected, where it'll get, that's the tie part. The center part, will be the open strands. And then this end will be connected also. So I need to count down 20 from this side, because that's where I want to join and finish single crocheting across. And I kind of want to lay it out and make sure that nothing's twisted and it's all flat. So that means this like V, see those V's, is laying up. So I'm going to count back 20. 1, and each little bump is 1 stitch. So 1, 2. So that stitch right there is where I want to join and then single crochet to the end. So now we don't have to count while we're stitching because we already counted. Isn't that nice and handy? Okay, so now you can see the two attached ends and then that stranded middle end. Now you could just finish here and have a 2-strand headband, and you just wrap it around your head and tie it. Easy peasy. I prefer at least a 3-stranded headband. I have a lot of hair, so I like it a little bit wider than just this double one. The one advantage of the double one is that as we get down to the end here, the ends are both on the same side. So if I knotted it off and tied it, then I tuck those ends in and I'm finished. Because I like the 3-stranded, then I have a little tail on this side, and then I end up with one over here, and I have to tuck them both in. But since I have a lot of hair, I like it a little bit wider. If you're doing this for a younger child, you might do a smaller one. But that's also why I love this, because you can make it whatever size you need for little kids, big kids. Okay, now on this one, I am just going to slip stitch because I don't really want it any wider than it already is. I just need to get to the middle to work my open strand. So I am just doing slip stitch, which means I'm inserting my hook, grabbing the yarn, and pulling it through all the loops. And this doesn't really add any height to my work. Making sure it's not tangled. I've got those 3 strands, and then I'm just coming to this end, and I'm going to start just in that first stitch that's joined from previously, and slip in these stitches. And I said you could even go back if you want to make this a 4-strand headband. You can really personalize it. I have done these in the round, and maybe we'll do that next week. You just need it, you have to measure it a little more accurately, because then you want it to be able to slip on and off when you do it this way, and you can tie it. It has a little more forgiveness, and then as the yarn kind of stretches out, which it tends to do, it doesn't get too loose. So if I do the fitted ones, I usually add in some elastic, and it's a little more effort than this, which is, I mean, look at that, like, we're done. Hold on, my scissors are far away, I can't quite reach them. So then you will snip this and knot that off, and then I would take a tapestry needle and just weave that in, but you don't want to watch me do that, it's kind of boring. Starting with a magic loop. So I'm going to twist my yarn over, insert the hook. Jennifer, so I am making some crochet flowers, and there's a free link to the pattern in the video description, and I'll post it in the comments too when we're done. Alright, so start with a magic circle and chain 1. And then I'm going to make 6 single crochets in the circle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you can go ahead and grab that pattern and print it out and follow along. Alright, so one of the reasons I love the magic loop is just that. So we made our 6 crochets, and then I can pull that tail, and it cinches it up to give a really nice tight middle for our flower. All right, then we are going to single crochet in this first stitch. And if you can hear the rain, it's raining where I am in North Texas. And then I'm going to chain 2, and then I'm going to single crochet in the next stitch, and I'm going to repeat that around, and that's going to make 6 of these chain 2 spaces. So I'm chaining 2, single crocheting, chaining 2, and then single crocheting. And this is the center of our flower. And then those chain 2 spaces are where we start the petals. So we're just going all the way around so you can see those chain 2 spots. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'll join with a slip stitch after that last chain 2. So then I've got my 6 chain 2 spaces. I can pull that, keep that center tight. So that was round 1, and then round 2 is where we start the petals. So in each chain 2 space, I am going to slip stitch, and then I'm going to chain 1, and then I'm going to make 2 double crochets. And then I'm going to chain 1 again, and then make another slip stitch. And that makes that first petal. So in each of these chain 2 spaces around, we're going to repeat that. Slip stitch, chain 1, 2 double crochets, another chain, and another slip stitch. Last petal for round 1. There we go. We can keep tightening that center. Alright, so that was round 2 that made those petals. Round 3, we kind of flip it around and work on the back side. Elizabeth asked, could you use steel hooks and thread crochet? Yes, you could. That'd be really cute. You can make these really tiny or really big. Okay, I should explain what I'm doing. So we're going to work kind of on the back side now. So I'm inserting my hook in that chain 2 space and through the other one. Basically, I'm trying to go around this single crochet. And I'm just making a slip stitch around the single crochet kind of post. And then I'm going to chain 2, and then I'm going to come around to the next single crochet and slip stitch around that post. So we're making more of these chain 2 spaces where we'll be doing the next round of petals, but we are working from the center of the flower out and adding flowers, adding those petals from the back. So this will be the center, and then we'll add in more petals. So working on the back here, and I'm single crocheting around, I'm slip stitching, sorry, around the single crochet bases, and then chaining until I get back to where I started. And then I can join with a slip stitch. And now I'm ready. I've made that round of chain 2 spaces, and I can make more petals inside those spaces now. So kind of like what we did in round, so that was round 3. So kind of like we did in round 2, I'm going to, in that chain 2 space, I'm going to slip 1. Hi, Dana. And then I'm going to, I'm sorry, this time I'm not going to slip. I'm going to single crochet 1 and then chain 1, and then I'm going to make 3 double crochets because we want these petals a little bit bigger than the last round of petals. And then I'm going to chain 1 and single crochet. So there's that petal, and then I can move to the next chain 2 space and make my single crochet, chain, 3 double crochets, 2 and 3, another chain, and another single crochet. So I made it all the way back around, and that is the second round of petals. Okay, I'm going to do another round of petals. And this, we're going to repeat. This is going to be like round 3. This is round 5, where I'm from the back, and I'm going to slip around that base. And this time I'm going to chain 3, because we're getting bigger as I go around. So again, I've done my chain spaces all the way around, and I want to join with a slip to where I started. Okay, for this round of petals, I'm going to chain or single crochet 1, chain 1, and now I'm going to make 4 double crochets so that we get bigger. Now you could even do options. Linda asked, is there a written pattern somewhere? Yes, on my website you can look for crochet flower, and there's also a link in the video description, and I'll put it in the comments when we're done. So I did a double crochet here. You could do 4 double crochets, or you could do a double crochet and then a 2 treble crochets where I wrap the yarn around the hook twice. And these are all US terms. And then another double crochet, chain, and a single. So that you would even get more height if you wanted this last round. Or you can just stick with the 4 doubles so they get bigger than the last round. So there's 3 and there's 4. And that is our flower with 3 layers of petals. Okay, so this is this cute little crochet flower. Free pattern is in the link above. It'll go in the comments. The way that you make this, you get these kind of, anyway, the way you do the petals. So you can slip the headband in and then slip it through over here, and then you have a flower on your headband. I mean, seriously, how cute is that? And you can mix and match that to your heart's content. Okay, here I'm going to show you. So the 3 strands, and it just goes on, and then usually I would do this with my hair up, Like I would do this if I'm wearing a ponytail or a big bun or something. Because instead I'm kind of knotting my hair into the headband. But for demonstration purposes. Okay, so, and then you can just spread those out. Look at that. I mean, seriously, that took like 10 minutes. You can have a headband. If you want, like super duper truth time, I was having a really bad hair day one day, and I did this. And then I just like pulled my hair all up in a bun and went out, and yeah, and then the headband was born. And then I made a million different colors. So that is that. And here, we'll do another one. We'll put the, thank you, Brittany. We'll do the flower on it. Like I said, the gray is, you know, a more muted choice than I would actually probably, lighting in here got really bright, do for the summer. I'm much more likely to wear like this really bright color. Ooh, with this blue one. That's getting. What are you making? So we made this super quick stranded crochet headband, and then you can grab the free pattern for this flower. Okay, so that's how that looks with the flower. Okay, so yeah, so there's just like the strands, and then you can kind of put that wherever you want it. There you go. So if you're having a bad hair day, which was the birth of this headband, pull it up, put on a headband, go outside. So easy. Okay, so if you are new to crocheting, I have just proven to you you can do this. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm happy to answer them. And get crocheting, and I'll see you again soon.